Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Your host Alvaro here at another episode of our SLG Meetups, where we connect with some of the most interesting players in the luxury market. We are heading all the way to the Hamptons, where we're going to be connecting with JB Andreassi. He's a real estate agent at NetSeekers and the star at the new show in Netflix called $1 Million Beach House. He's going to be going over how is it working with celebrities in the Hamptons, transforming into this digital space through Netflix, and also all the trends that are currently in the Hamptons. JB, my friend.
There we go.
There we go. What's happening?
How's everything in South Florida?
Listen, warm and nice. What about you? How's the Hamptons?
Cold and windy. Get me down. Get me there. Yeah,
bro, let's go.
The summer ended quickly. It's now full fall. We're going into winter here. So, but
you got a good run though, because the Hamptons in the summer is beautiful. Now it's time to transition to Miami.
That's absolutely right. And my tan's kind of fading, so I think I need to get down there again. So we'll see.
There we go. But you were staying kind of busy, right? Because I was making a quick intro for those watching and listening. You
Sure.
are a real estate agent at NetSeeker, also a star at the new Netflix show, $1 Million Beach House. And you guys have been pretty busy this summer, right? How is everything there?
We've been rocking and rolling. So really since the pandemic happened, which has been obviously an unfortunate thing that's gone on in our world, for us out in the Hamptons, this had become sort of a safe haven for folks that were in the city. Mm-hmm. So in March, when the pandemic really got going and the word was out that this is a very volatile disease that was spreading quickly, a lot of our clients, whether they were looking to rent or purchase, they came flocking out here to take advantage of a luxury place close to the city, but also an area that you have some space, you can be on the beach, you're not confined to the streets and subways of Manhattan. So we saw a big influx of people come out starting in March, and it hasn't stopped. I mean, there's still, Jimmy and I think you had my buddy and colleague.
Yeah.
we're just phones are ringing. We're 7 days a week, Sunday nights up till 11 p.m. trying to get deals done because there is such a high demand to get out to the Hampton.
I saw that, man. Your new Fridays are the Sunday nights, right? Because it's a never stop.
That is the case. It's like we need a drink after the week. Yeah, absolutely.
No, but JB, man, I mean, come on. I think you guys are bringing a new energy to the Hamptons. I think that's necessary. It's amazing what you're doing. I mean, pretty much everybody that was doing real estate in the Hamptons back then, it was an older crowd. You guys are bringing that energy, especially you are, bringing that new flavor, that sexiness into the mix. And now with the Netflix show, how is this transitioning?
So it's a great question. I think what you touched on, the broker network and that kind of market out here has been typically an older, sort of old money type of individual. A lot of James and I's competition are people that have been doing it out here for 30, 40 years. So in one sense, they come with a lot of experience. They come with a lot of trust because this is such a referral-based business. However, they have been doing it for so long that having new blood in there, kind of like myself and my colleagues that you saw on the show, it provides this energy and this just the ability to work with someone that's like hungry. Again, I think a lot of these brokers that were out here right now are kind of complacent. So I think there's an open for people, talented and sophisticated people like James and I, but we still kind of bring this like young energy and fun type of environment to all of our deals and all of our relationships.
100%. And, I really like it because you're also bringing results to the table. It's not just that hunger and energy, but also results. So for somebody, a property owner that is looking to sell, it's also fun to be working with individuals that are hungry, are working, bring results to the table, new connections. And, it's also cool. I'm putting here the show that you guys have going on.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing. How has this helped you get into top level real estate in the Hamptons?
That's a great question. I think owners out here now are understanding the power of media. So for the opportunity for their homes and their business to be presented on a platform like Netflix, it truly is a competitive advantage for us. And just seeing what, our Instagram numbers, our social media pages, not just individually, but also Nest Seekers firm in general, it really allows these owners, developers, architects that we work with that added level of exposure that maybe others, brokers out here who have been doing it out here longer, but they don't have those same resources and assets to be able to offer to their clients.
100%. And JB, I mean, you were telling me that there's also been some huge trends when it comes to celebrities coming to the Hamptons. How has it been this summer, and how is it becoming more and more young celebrity kind of place to be?
Totally. Yeah, we have one of your guys who's up here now, A-Rod. So Alex Rodriguez is one guy who I grew up loving, fan and big baseball fan. So we were out hitting golf balls at one of the ranges, local Southampton golf range, and I look over and it's A-Rod. A-Rod's hitting balls right next to us, and I would much rather see J-Lo. I love A-Rod, but J-Lo is like my sweetheart since I was a little kid. Yeah, we have people like that. Gwyneth Paltrow, Jimmy Fallon, Justin. We did a deal with Rihanna, a rental deal with Rihanna 2 years ago for $400K for 1 month. Justin Bieber's a line of ours that we've worked with. Kevin Durant has homes out here. So there's a lot of those types of celebrities and athletes that we work with, and I think that they see that kind of luxurious elements to the Hamptons. They love the beaches. They love the ability to source local organic farm products. A lot of farm to table happens here, and not to mention we have some of the most beautiful horse farms in the country.
Look, and you said it right there. I'm going to show a picture here of one of the properties that you actually built and now also looking to sell, right? Is the 810 Edge of Woods in Watermill?
Yeah, that's correct. So not a lot of people know this. I think I'm going to save it for season 2, season 3. But in addition to being a broker, I'm also come from a building family. And we did two. So we designed, built, and spec'd out 2 properties over the last year and a half. One is a $3 million build that just went into contract, so that's selling. And then this one that you see, the Woods, it's that really beautiful open type of concept that a lot of home purchasers and home renters down in the Hamptons look for. The home itself, 7,000 square feet. You have 7 bedrooms. The amenities are wild. I mean, we have, let's see, pool, tennis court, which I know you're a big tennis guy, Alvaro, so I think we got to get you up to play some tennis on the court. If it doesn't sell,
man.
We'll see.
Let's go.
But, sauna, movie theater, big gym, things like that a lot of people look for, all those bells and whistles in a home. So, yeah, getting close. We're actually... I'm going back and forth right now. We're close to an O&A on it, offer and acceptance. So fingers crossed. But yeah, the building world is something that I want to continue to learn from my father, learn from some of the clients that I have, and build out my own brand in that space.
That's great. I mean, thanks for sharing that. I'm sure that this is something that will excite a lot of people, because also when you're working with property owners, also buyers, it's important that you bring to the mix additional value. And knowing all this from the construction standpoint, I think it adds a lot. So, I mean, Absolutely. With that being said, JB, what are some of the things that you anticipate happening now with the winter season coming up and the Hamptons becoming a little bit more cold? What do you think is going to happen?
Sure. It's a great question. So typically right now, historically in the Hamptons, the selling time period is really from like, say, March till about September. Because there has been so much demand, a lot of people that were looking for homes through that September time period didn't find their home. So they're still out here looking. With that being said, there's no supply left.
Build new ones. I mean, they have Master JB building homes and selling them like cakes.
Know it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do anticipate the election has some ramifications on who's going to come out here. Hopefully, the second wave of the pandemic of COVID-19 isn't as bad.
By the way, JB, I mean, you're very good on social media. I mean, you are putting yourself out there now with the show as well. For those that are listening or watching and are trying to get into the luxury real estate world, what will be some of the recommendations that you will give them?
Definitely. Great question. I think it's really just like doing your homework, trying to talk to as many people as possible. for example, I have a lot of people from the show that are reaching out to me directly because they have this desire to get into real estate. And there's a lot of people like me that are starting out, but now have some pretty good experience and some good insights to offer. My recommendation would be talk to the local brokers in your market. Whether you're in Miami, go to each firm down there. I know Element's big down there and Corcoran, and you just talk to people and learn your area. If you want to be very successful in this business, you have to be all in, and it's 24/7, and you really have to. And there's a lot of reward, but there's a lot of it's a lot of grind, a lot of sacrifice to get to the place you want to be.
Great points, great points. So market knowledge and 100% hustling in. So I love that. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the only way to get yourself in a great position in this competitive world of real estate. Especially when you focus on the luxury clientele. I mean, there is only a few candidates that can be at the top, and definitely those points that you share are critical. And I also will add the branding. Branding nowadays is very important, and you guys do a great job with yourself as individuals, but also as a team. And the relationship that you guys put on, not just on the show, but in real life. I mean, you've been friends for a long time already. It's very, very nice to see. And that personally, you know, somebody that is from overseas or from Miami, you know, to see that gives a lot of confidence to want to work with you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the one thing too, Alvaro, I'll say, like, the show's real. You know, we are actually friends and are like grinding it out. You'll see some other real estate shows and you're like, is this real? Like, what's fake? What's stage? This is all real stuff, man. And it was really difficult. It was all our first times in front of cameras, and it was like, holy smokes, like, not only do we have to be on all the time on camera, but a lot of people don't know that we had other business going that didn't make the camera. So like we're on set for 6 hours and we get home and we have to answer, you know, our 4 or 5 other clients who didn't make, you know, their 1 million.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot. It's a lot. So
intense.
But it's all fun.
But as you said, get 100% on it, own it, and yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's a great philosophy of doing business. So this is awesome. And JB, I mean, I do appreciate your time always, but if there is a place where they can find you to reach out, where would it be best?
Yeah, I'd say start with Instagram. As you said, Alvaro, I'm pretty active there. I have someone managing my Instagram, but I too like to check it. So I think a lot of fans, I'm able to like provide direct access to me at this point. So I'd say just check out my Instagram, JB_Andreassi. It's a long Italian last name.
Yeah. I'll put it down there.
Perfect. And yeah, hit me up. I'm always happy to help. And I love what you guys are doing down there, Alvaro. I think you guys have found the way to really convey good messaging to your fans. And I think you're only going up and up. And I want to be a part of that with you guys.
Thank you. No, thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you in Miami, man. I mean, it's getting cold in the Hamptons. Come down here.
But I think we got to plan a trip. I'll hit you offline. I'm coming down.
You also have some good friends down in Miami, right?
I have three of my best friends that I went to Dartmouth College with, Anthony DeBlasi, Sean Abahoff, Diego Fernandez Soto. They are all down there, 2 attorneys, 1 in finance, and they're like my best friends. So I get down to Miami. It's my favorite. I'm not just saying this. My favorite city outside of New York that I get to visit. So I like to 3 times, non-pandemic times, but hopefully I can get down there pretty soon. I'm gonna need a break.
We'll do something fun though when you come down here. So looking forward to it.
All right. Awesome. Sounds good.
All right, JB. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. All right. There we go. That's JB. What a great guy. I mean, he's killing it up in the Hamptons. I mean, really busy season right now. And what he said is so true. You know, it's about getting yourself 100% into doing something and have total market knowledge to dominate. So I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. I saw a lot of people leaving some great comments and questions. So thank you everybody for joining in. So as I always say, have a beautiful day and keep the beautiful success in life. Bye-bye.